Welcome YouTubers. Today we're doing another class on organic energy. I thought it was worth spending the time on this wonderful fifth principle. So you've got this 2 weeks running. You're going to need a block, or just one block, and a strap. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and we'll get going by taking a comfortable seat. Make sure you sit towards the front of the cushion, and let's look at the third and fourth principles, which is this inner spiraling. So turn your hips in. That'll help tip the pelvis a little bit, and then give yourself a little cough. Feel how that helps lift your pelvic floor and tones your outer hips a little bit. Bring your hands to your knees. Let's start with a steady, inviting breath. Good morning, everyone. Inhale. And side away, exhale. Take another full round like that. Inhale. And then exhale. And now let's soften a little bit. Now take a gentler but fuller from your tailbone. Feel like you're drawing energy up the front of your spine, all the way to the top of your head. Fill out your chest cavity, your collarbones, your throat area, and hold your breath up here in fullness. So pause, feel full, and notice yourself. And then let the breath go. Exhale it softly, gently out. Feel like your skin softens, your hinge of your jaw softens, even your booty softens a little bit. Let's do that again. So a steady, slow, long, lifting inhale. Feel your chest wide. This is the quality of organic energy, this lifting and expansion. Staying a while, so hold your breath and stay for just one heartbeat. And then exhale, soften the breath away. Soften, release tension at the jaw, the shoulders, even at the edges of your skin. One more like this. Inhale fully. Hold it and feel it. And then exhale completely, all the way down. And then keep going without my instruction for a couple of steady, slow breaths. Organic energy is expanding into and feeling into yourself and your poses more. And as we start our weekend together, sometimes we can be rushing and looking forward to whatever you've got planned. So I invite you today to pause and to feel this energy. Let's bring our hands to our heart centers and across the vibe, singing one Om and one round of the Anusara invocation. Okay, take a deep breath in. Om. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave. Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om. So again, before we move, just pause and stay a while in the pose, in this place of centering. And today it's all going to be about staying and not rushing, feeling, being present. Okay, gently open your eyes. Welcome. Let's come on to all fours so you can dispense with your cushion, whatever you're using there. I'm going to move whatever you've got at the front of your mat there, just move it to the side because it might get in the way in a moment, all right? So gently come onto all fours. Let's get the spine moving first, so tuck your toes. Just move gently, cat-cow. For me, it's first thing in the morning, so I often get a few pops easing out my spine. It might be at the end of the day for you, so you might be stiffer from working through the day. And then push your booty back and down to balasana, child's pose. And remember, you can come here in my class anytime you want to. Now, from your heart, feel like you're pushing down your arm bones, down your arms, which will help anchor your bottom back. So you get this feeling of length and stretch and expansion. Give your pelvic floor a little lift by giving yourself a tiny cough. And then see if you can inhale and then exhale, push into the mat more so you can give yourself even more of a gorgeous stretch out. Okay, and then inhale, come onto your knees, tuck your toes and push back into plank shape. If you need to be on your knees, that would be absolutely fine. But I want you to feel this length. Again, from your heart, lift your head as if you're shining out the top of your head, down the spine, out your heels, like you could shoot little torch beams out your heels. Then try and keep this lovely length. Are you still breathing? For 3, 2, 1. Feel some energy pull at the center of your heart between your shoulder blades there. And then as you lift your bottom back to downward dog, push the energy from the heart down the bones of your arms. Push your hands like you could push them down into the floor and away from you. Again, that will help lift and anchor your booty back and up. Walk your legs out and just, feel it a while. Downward dog is so delicious, and sometimes we use it just as an intermediary pose and we miss it out a touch. So just enjoy it here. Lift your chin and then come into some stillness. Stop your wiggling. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale again to a high plank, the longest beam of light from your heels to the crown of your head. And then exhale, lower down to your tummy. Okay, untuck your toes. Make sure you inner spiral the thighs. Okay, so that the tops of your feet shine up to the ceiling. And then again, draw your heart forward, just a baby cobra, and then lift your hands. Now don't worry about coming up high. I want you to feel really long from your pelvis, long legs. And from your pelvis, draw up your spine, up the top of your head. Stretch your arms back behind you like an aeroplane. Keep the toes clicked down. Lift and smile. And then exhale, soften your forehead down. Okay, from here, reach around for a block or a book, whatever you've got. I'm going to have to wiggle back, otherwise I'm going to hit into that little unit there. All right. And reach your block or your book, or if you pretend if you haven't got anything there, and hold your palms flat on the short edge of the block. Okay. Now this is not an easy pose, so start with your face down on the mat. And even if you don't feel like it this morning, you know you're going to feel better from this, from staying a while and working. It's just a short class, okay? So squeeze the block side to side, that's hug of the midline, and then lift your toes. And lift the block, lift your face. And as you do this, see if you can lift the sides of your mouth as well. That'll make it feel better. I want you to imagine you're posting this block forward, like you're posting a letter in a box. Lift your block, lift your toes. Get long, shine, stretch, stay a while, be present. One more breath, yogis. I know it's not comfortable, but you can do this. And then release that block down. Soften your face down. Doesn't it feel good to stay a while? And you know you've done yourself some good. Leave the block where it is. Place the hands by your chest. Okay. And then tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Recenter yourself on your mat. And make sure you're a lovely long dog. You can check that out by moving into plank and back to downward dog, and you shouldn't have to move your hands and feet to do that, okay? Often our downward dogs can be a little bit too short. So take a deep breath in downward dog, and now we're purposefully going to make our downward dog short. So step about one of your feet forward. So I call this diddy dog, all right? Now, get light on your right fingertips and sweep your hand underneath your nose there. See if you can grab the outside edge of your left knee without dropping the left armpit. So lift up into this armpit here and push from your heart down. Get this arm long. Maybe this right hand can slide down to your calf. Some of you might be able to get it underneath your heel as you twist underneath. And as you push this left hand down and forward, can you lift your bottom higher and can you pull more of you underneath? And I'm hoping that you feel length up the side body, all the way under your armpit, where we can get really tight. This actually can be an area where we get restricted in our shoulders. And twist. I've been requested for an upper back and shoulder class, so that's what I'll do next time. You can always give me requests. Twist, turn yourself a little bit more underneath. Beautiful. One more breath. And then unravel back to this diddy dog, this short downward dog. Let's do the other side. So lift your right armpit up. Remember not to collapse that. Draw your left hand down and underneath you. Take hold of the back of your right knee or slide it down wherever is appropriate. And it may well be different both sides. Okay, and then take a big breath in, lift the right armpit, and then draw yourself underneath. Push your right hand down and away. And see if you can find some stretch, some space, some length. This is what organic energy feels like. And I want you to stay a while, no running from it. Enjoy it. In some respects, it's quite a sweet, expansive feeling. One more breath, yogis. And then unravel that left arm. Really well done. Step your feet back to a longer dog there. Bend your knees. Look up towards your hands. You can step or you can hop to the top of your mat there. Separate the feet inner hip width apart. Okay. Inhale, extend your spine halfway. And look up. Try and get a 90-90 angle in your body. Extend the crown. And then keep coming up. Inhale. Reach and stretch, and exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful, well done. Inhale, reach. Exhale and bow. Inhale, extend your spine. Place your fingertips on the mat. Step your right leg back for a super long lunge and stay on your fingertips. This makes you more sensitive. See how my right leg is nice and strong and straight. If you're tired, you can bring the back knee down. But I'm suggesting today, from your pelvis, that focal point in your pelvis, push down the bones of your legs, almost like you're trying to do the splits. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head like you're doing a shalabhasana or a Cobra. And then bring your left hand to your hip, turn your tummy button to the left, your ribs, ripple it up, turn, and then reach your left arm up into a twist. So from your right fingertips on the mat, all the way up to your left fingertips. Reach and stretch. It's like you're a starburst from your pelvis. Your legs get longer, your hands get longer, and maybe some of you can also straighten the left leg a little bit here. A little variation of a pose for you. One more breath. Smile, feel it. Isn't it delicious? And then exhale, sweep that all down. Step your right foot forward. Donk, and step your left foot back. Donk. Same thing, okay? So get strong, get long in your legs. Come onto your fingertips. Feel the difference actually between being on your fingertips and then sort of blonking the weight flat into your palms. It's a very different feeling. It'll make you feel lighter and brighter and more spacious and airy. So from there, then start to twist to your right. So trickle up your spine. Turn the tummy button first, then the ribs, then the shoulders. Last thing to move is your head and reach up, staying light on the left fingertips. So from your left fingertips, push down, reach up into your right. And again, feel like you just got wider and fuller. Even take your head back, maybe even close your eyes as you indulge and feel into being here, present, right now. Gorgeous. Sweep the right hand down, step your way back to downward facing dog. Take a while to look at your hands here. Even the organic stretch of your hands will make a massive difference to your yoga practice. So really spread the fingers wide, index fingers pointing forwards, weight in the knuckle. Inhale, come forward to a high plank, get long. Keep that length as you lower to chaturanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a gorgeous long breath out. Bend your knees, step, jump, fly to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway, long spine. Keep coming up. Up you come. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. Release your hands. And again, pause. Feel into the moment. Yeah, you made it to yoga. This is going to make you feel the rest of your day go So much better. Well done. Okay, so for the next pose, we're going to use our yoga strap or your tea towel or your dog lead, whatever you've got there. All right, and we're going to do a pose. We're going to do it laying down, and then we're going to do it standing up. All right, so come lying down on your back. You can start like I am with my knees bent, so you can see I've got my feet flat on the floor, and anybody with bad back issues or something can stay like this. All right. And then extend the right leg up, pop the strap over, all right, and use the opposite hand. So bring your left hand to the strap, so right foot, left hand. If you're comfy here, you can look at extending your left leg flat on the mat. But watch this, if you find the hip popping up like this, then just keep it bent. Only have it long if you can get the whole of the back of the leg. See how the back of my leg is right down on the mat. Then flare your toes from your pelvis. Imagine your legs just grew. Stretch them up, spread your toes. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, draw the leg across your body. Across it goes, across it goes. Try and keep your left leg strong. You can even wrap the right hip down a bit with your right hand. That gives you a beautiful outer hip stretch. And then a minute. Take a big breath in, get longer up your spine, and then maybe even turn your head to the right. So you turn away from the leg. Take one more breath, yogis. And then inhale, come on up. Bend the right leg, bend the left leg. Now we're going to do the other side. This means I have to turn around because otherwise I collide with the wall. You probably don't have to if you've got the space. Okay, so we'll do the left side. So start with both legs bent. Reach the left leg up and put a strap there. Opposite hand, right hand, left foot. Okay, and then you make your decision with your right leg. I can get mine straight, luckily. Okay, take a deep breath in, pull on the strap, flare your toes. Feel like your bones of your legs all grew about 2 more millimeters, so get bigger, brighter, more spacious. Smile, and then bring the leg over the top of you. It can be quite intense, this kind of pleasure, pain, deliciousness. And if your hip hitches, use your left hand to pull the hip down, to turn it down. That's an outer spiral. We did that the other week, and there's a recording of it on the YouTube channel. Take one more breath, my lovelies. Remember, we're going to be doing this standing up in a moment. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, rebend your left leg, rebend your right leg, and let's come on up to standing. Okay, so make sure you give yourself space. If you feel a little bit wobbly, if balance isn't your thing, what you can do is come to a wall, and when we do the twist, you can put your foot up on a wall. So that's always an option to try. Okay, so let's start with the right leg. Okay, so you can see I'm facing long ways down my mat. Spread your toes, so starburst, that organic stretch in your feet, spread them so you've got a really good foundation. Bend your right leg, pop the strap in the right leg and hold it with your left hand. Okay, now some of you might be able to do this without a strap. I'll show it to you on this side actually without a strap, and on the second side I'll show it you with. Bring your right hand to your lower back. Bend everything, so bend both elbows, both knees, and then feel like you're pooling energy into your pelvis, and then feel like it's going to then burst out of your pelvis in all directions. So your foundational leg straightens, your top leg straightens-ish. It might not go all the way straight. Your left arm straightens. Your right arm, if you've got your balance, can stretch back behind you, and then turn your tummy, your ribs, lift the sides of your mouth for a revolve. Feel like a starburst. Wobble and fall over if you need to, because stars twinkle, don't they? And they move and they create and they disappear. So don't worry if you're wobbling. One more breath, yogis, and then ravel it back. Bend everything again and release the leg. Okay, well done. Let's do the other side. This time I'll show it to you using a strap. Same pose, just using a strap. You'll be still feeling it, which is the most important bit. Okay. So bend everything, tuck in. Strap is on your left foot. Hold it with your right hand. As you bend the left leg, bring your left hand to your lower back. And so kind of curl in. So feel the power of you curl in. Then feel like this energetic boom. You're an explosion. Straighten the right leg. Straighten the left leg. Straighten the left arm perhaps behind you or bring it to your lower back. Okay, and then turn from your tummy, your ribs, your chest, your shoulders. Feel that ripple effect up. Stretch it back and then finish by the cherry on the top is a little smile on your face. Reach and stretch it out. Get bigger, get brighter, shine your light. And then unravel, back we go. Whoops, that wasn't very elegant. Back you go. Okay, you can get rid of the strap if you're using one. Then bend your legs. Bend, bend, bend. Sit down as far as you can. And then feel like you're on a trampoline, you know, as we muster this energy. Push down and then reach up, stretch up, shine out. Take a gorgeous big breath in and then exhale. Feel like you're gathering that energy up and drawing it into your heart space. Bring both hands onto your heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And this is what we're after in the yoga. It's not whether you can balance or whether you can back bend. It's feeling this shift and expanding into that. So let's bring this energy down onto the mat. We've got one more pose before I take you to Savasana. So come lying down. Reclose your eyes again. We're bringing the energy of the class down. And I invite you now to see how I'm going to grab the sides of the mat here. So actually take a grip, bend your elbows and see with that grip you can help scoot your shoulder blades more on your back. Then you'll be able to feel the rise and fall of your chest more. That heart center, this light, this tejas, this divine luster. See if you can lift it up. Lift your chin away. Let it shine out your throat, your chest. Press into the inner edges of your feet and start to come up. Give yourself a little cough so the pelvic floor lifts. Your booty will tone a little bit. And then use that grip, that purchase you got on the mat to see if you could scoot your shoulders a little bit more. Don't be tempted to drop your chin. I want you to lift your chin so you get a cervical curve. Lift your heart. Lift your hips a little bit higher into the back bend. Some of you might be able to take hold of your own hands. I'm going to just stay with the mat today. Lift, lift, lift. One more breath, lovely yogis, and then exhale. Soften your booty down. Finish off by bringing the soles of your feet together. One hand to your tummy, one hand to your heart. Deep, full breaths in. And like we did at the beginning, as you inhale, see if you can stay with that inhaled breath and kind of float in it, feel it. And then exhale it away. This is your organic growth, your internal, spacious essence. And then guys, you're obviously at home. So with the greatest of pleasure, you can extend your legs now and come to a Savasana. And you can stay there as long as it feels good for you. Otherwise now, come to a seat for a brief meditation. Bend your knees, roll to your side. I'm going to regather my pillow. So taking your time. Again, this last section of class is, to me, the most important, that we gather and we notice what the 30 minutes together has achieved on your mat. Feel it, notice it. make a mental note of how you feel. Can you describe it? Maybe it's a feeling of zen. Do you feel more spiritual, peaceful? Whatever it is, that is the magic, the gift of yoga. That's what yoga's all about. So breathe into it. A couple more times. Let it settle on your skin. Draw it in. And it's this energy that I invite you to take into your day. Share with your loved ones, your family. This is what makes us householder yogis, by taking it with us into our days. Bring your hands to your heart center, my lovelies. Take a deep breath in. Om.